Another day, another TokyoTreat review, this time pretty early in the month. Nice. Here's a quick look at the menu in case you want to see anything specific or read the descriptions. You can just pause right here and read it. Okay, here's a quick overview of everything. I just unboxed it all to lay it out. So here's a quick shot of everything laid out. I'm seeing a lot of repeats again, so let's see what we got. Alright, here's the four I'm going to try to pick out. These seem like the most interesting things. A lot of them, like I said, were repeats. So we have the milk tea KitKats, these Calbee chocolate potato chips, which I'll admit sounds interesting, Chibeans, which I guess are like dried edamame, and this waffle, because waffles are good. Okay, it's a little dark in here, but I'm going to start with these chocolate-covered potato chips, because they seem really interesting. These seem to have survived surprisingly well in the shipping process. Here's one. I don't hate these, but I must say I don't really like them. I'm a little disappointed by the taste of them. I think the problem is that there's actually not enough salt, if that makes sense to anybody. It tastes more like potato-y, like chocolate potato, rather than that sweet salty I think that they were trying to go for. I think they got the ratios wrong. Maybe a little more chocolate and a little more salt would have helped, because now it really tastes strongly of potato with a hint of chocolate. So not the best, but not terrible. I mean, I'll still eat it, but a little disappointing on this one. That leads us to the Chibeans, otherwise known as dried edamame, I think. Let's find out. Wow, these are difficult though. When I show you these, because you'll be surprised, they look like dried edamame. First thing I want to say about these is that they're delicious, but I don't think they're actually dried edamame. I'm trying to read the description here. It's not explicit. Edamame beans are a popular snack to share. We're giving you a tasty take on edamame with this bean-inspired crunchy snack. So it's not actually edamame like dried. It's a crunchy snack that's supposed to imitate the flavor. And it doesn't quite imitate the flavor, but the flavor that they hit is really good. It's salty. It's earthy, a little earthy, but not in a bad way. It's delicious. I think this little snack pack is excellent. I'm definitely going to finish it all probably today. All right, important to note, this is actually Choco Waffle Kun, so I guess this is the character, Waffle Kun. And nothing is better than a hot breakfast on a chilly winter morning. We're giving you a taste of Japanese breakfast anytime with this mini chocolate-coated waffle. So let's give it a try. Let's eat this man. Eat this waffle man. Ah. He's resisting. He's resisting. Alright. It is 100% chocolate coated. Only one side, but it's thick chocolate coating on there. Another fairly impressive item. I greatly enjoy this one. The only thing I'd have to say about it is that it's in fact too crunchy. The texture is a little bit rough. I wish it was a little lighter, considering it's a waffle, but it's very, very, very crunchy. It's hard. But the taste is there. It's good. Now we're going to move on to KitKats. Last month we had a really good KitKat, so let's see what milk tea time will taste like. All right, come on everybody, be happy. It's milk tea KitKats. Let's go. Let's have a hit here. Come on, this will be nice. Looks white, as you might expect. All right, I'm going to give TokyoTreat some credit, and I'm going to give KitKat a lot of credit. Another excellent addition to the KitKat library. Potentially another new favorite, another top 3. These are amazing. If you're the kind of person who goes and gets milk teas or like jasmine milk teas from the boba shop, this is spot on. Maybe a little too sweet, but spot on. The flavor of milk tea, amazing. KitKat has nailed it. I'd say 9 times out of 10, KitKat is spot on with the flavors. They don't joke around. They get it right 95% of the time. Excellent milk tea taste. Now I want to mention I'm going to skip the drink this month. It's a Calpis strawberry and cream. I've done Calpis before, I believe. Not the strawberry and cream flavor, but I feel like Calpis is a brand that anybody who's interested in Japanese drinks has tried. It's like the #1. It's everywhere. You can find it in a lot of places. It's not really like a shipped from Japan exclusive kind of thing. It's Calpis, you know? So I'm going to skip that, and I'm going to move on to final thoughts. So I'm going to start with the good. I think that's the way to do things, and the great, which is that I'm recording this on November 12th, which is fantastic. I've been getting these boxes late in the month, like the 25th, 26th, 27th. This is the first time in about 4 months that I've actually gotten the box early in the month. When I first started my subscription, I always got it early in the month. This is potentially the earliest I've ever gotten one, on the 12th. And it was shipped via DHL, which is why I got it so early. They switched back to DHL, I guess, or maybe it's a temporary thing. I guess we'll find out next month, but if they stick with DHL, then I will say that that adds some points in my book, because they are much faster and more convenient, and they text message you when they're delivering things and stuff like that, and the other service is terrible and never updates. So hopefully they stick with DHL, because this is a huge improvement in my book. Faster, more reliable, a lot better. Another positive I'll mention is that I feel like this does nail the theme of Christmas, and it definitely does nail the theme of crunch. There's a lot of crunchy things in this box, and I do feel a little Christmas spirit, you know, from the items. KitKat milk tea, I guess, somehow it does relate to Christmas in my mind. I guess something about drinking tea in the wintertime, it relates in my mind, but there's a lot of other Christmas-themed items in here, and for some reason the potato chips with chocolate also scream Christmas to me, and I don't know why. Maybe something's wrong in my head, but I do feel the Christmas theme going on here, so they definitely nailed that aspect as far as I'm concerned. Alright, now we're going to move on to the bad. The bad is that there's 4 100% repeats in here that I've definitely had, some of them a few times, honestly. They are like fillers. They seem to put them in a lot of boxes, and then there's 6 other ones that are just the same items, but with a different flavor, which I guess is fair in some cases, but I feel like 6 out of these, what do you get, 17 items is a little weird. So that means 10 of them are kind of like not that interesting right off the bat. Only 7 are like kind of new, which is not good when you're trying to get a taste of another culture's snacks. I think Japan has more snacks than this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're limited, but I think it's more of a TokyoTreat thing and not a Japan thing. So with that said, and I'll say the art is on point. Whoever's the artist for these pamphlets should get a pay raise. They always do a good job. I love it. But I still think, like last month, the novelty is wearing off. But I do think that this box is better than last month's, and the shipping time definitely upped it in my head. The score went up just because it actually got here on the 12th of the month, which is insane. And the things I tried were all good. So, I mean, the potato chips weren't great, but they were still okay. But the other 3 were surprisingly good and unique. Some things I've never had. So I appreciate that. I think overall, like I said, the box is, it's losing a bit of the novelty. I just wish they would stop using the same items over and over. But I guess that's the business. They must have some kind of supply, whatever, with these companies where they always get these same items or same brands over and over. Which is why, again, I would recommend maybe just getting a 3-month sub, and then if you like it, continue it, because I feel like you're going to see a lot of things repeat in the 6 months, and especially like me, if you renew for another 6 months, you're just going to keep seeing a lot of repeats. So maybe 3 months is the way to go, but we'll find out next month if they do anything new. January, let's see what the new year brings. Hopefully I'll have that early December if they keep going with DHL, otherwise it'll be late December and that will suck. So, see you next time.